Hello, and thanks for joining me. I made this card for Color Throwdown 87 on the Color Throwdown blog, and let me show you it. And for my image, which is from the stamp set of Flower for All Seasons, which is this set right here, it's so cute. Has different flowers with frog, bird, ladybug, and a cardinal. Really cute. And instead of using markers, which a lot of people do nowadays, I've been trying to, and I have used markers myself a lot, I've been trying to use my other fun tools around my craft room. So I chose to color this image in with a blender pen and my Stampin' Pastels. So I wanted to show you how I used my blender pen and my Aqua painter to color this image in. I started out with my blender pen, and I did my frog first, and I just kind of, let me move these over here, this a little bit this way. Okay, I take my blender pen and just grab some ink. I hope you can see that here. Grab some ink with my blender pen and bring it over to the frog and just start filling him in. Now where you first lay down your ink is going to be the darkest, so you kind of want to, I try to do that on the outside of the image, or where I even want the light, if the light's coming in from this side. He's getting blocked a little bit, so he's going to be dark, but I try to make the outside of my images, it seems like, a little bit darker than the inside, and then you just pull that in with the blender pen. I do stamp in black StazOn, just because I don't want the color to run. Then I just pick up more ink, or excuse me, more of the pastels, and just keep coloring them in. Just barely lightly touch with those little spots. And I kind of think of pastels kind of like how I do, let me think of it, watercoloring, where it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. Bring up here with his face. And I always like it when things don't have to be perfect. And then I just keep, you just kind of make strokes with your blender pen, and then you see that all that color is off. And then you go to your next color, which I forgot to do my leaves and my stem with the same color, so I'm going to go back again, fill those in. Okay. As I said, you just make little strokes and you can see when that color's out. And what's nice is it comes in a 3-pack, so you get 3 of them. I'm going to do his eyes with a little bit of a golden yellow. I'm just tapping with his eyes because it's not a very big space. And then I'm going to do the centers of the flowers in that same color of goldish yellow. And again, I'm just tapping on those because those aren't very big spaces. And then I'm going to make sure that's off my blender pen. And then I'm going to choose a pink. And I'm kind of going from the inside out. Okay, then I'm going to move to my watering can. And that I'm going to make silver or gray. So I'm going to pick up that, and I'm going to go underneath the flowers first. You can always add more. Always remember that with whatever you do, you can always add more. And I just kind of pull it in. And then get this handle. Okay, oops, I almost forgot the spout. A little bit more on the spout. I tend to do this with my hand, which my son even goes, why do you do that with your hand? I don't know, but mark on the paper. So I'm done with my blender pen. I did that background on the card with my Aqua painter. And a lot of people say they have problems with the Aqua painter. I don't put that much water in my Aqua painter. I'm trying to tilt it to the side. My water is only up until the mark here where my finger is, my pinky finger. And then I don't squeeze a lot unless I really want a lot of water. I try to keep the water to a minimum when I'm coloring with my Aqua painter. I'm going to turn the image to the side. First I'm going to do the ground. I choose this brown here. And then I always start from the outside and kind of just push the color in. And I try to keep it even for the even of the ground, how level the ground would be. Again, I go from the outside in. And this is just how I use my Aqua painter, and it's not that there's any right or wrong reasons, it's just this is kind of how I've developed my technique. Then when I'm satisfied with it, again, sometimes I wipe it off on my hand, or you'll see when all the color's gone. And then I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to do the sky. And I'm going to use this blue over here. Again, I start from the outside. This one's going to be a lot, so there we go. Sometimes you have to work at it to get a little bit more of the color on. But that's why I don't squeeze so much to get a lot of water. If you feel like you need, you know, a little bit more water, just squeeze. Your water will come out. But I'm really hesitant to put too much water down. Excuse me. I kind of have a cold. Excuse me again. Okay. So there you have it. I cut this into I think it's a 2" by 2" square. I have a tickle in my throat. I apologize. Okay, here we go. I think it's going away finally. I have a frog in my throat. There you go. And that's how I colored this image for my card. I hope you can try other mediums instead of always relying on the same one. And I hope you can try this. Have fun creating.